Namaste, Swami. My name is Malika and I live in Jersey. My question is, even after having the knowledge of Advaita, oneness and that connectedness, universal consciousness, and I've had the glimpse of that oneness and experiencing that universal love. However, I still find myself sometimes getting existential and questioning what is the purpose of it all, why am I here? And I feel stuck because I don't know how can one move beyond these existential questions and still experience that love?
Yes. The existential questions are there for every one of us, and that we attend to it is a good thing. Most people have these questions and they dismiss it and go on. The pressures of life are so much. You have to earn a living, you have to get a degree and then earn a living and then raise a family. The pressures of life are so much. And then you come back to those questions again when you're 70 years old. No, it's good to attend to those questions from the very beginning. Now there is help. For example, in Vedanta, you see these existential questions, what is the point of it all? And the answer is your fulfillment. It is to get what you want. Houston Smith, in his book, Religions of the World, in the chapter on Hinduism, he says, I want to try to find out like the plot, what makes sense of Hinduism, because there's so much in there. It's so rich, diverse, widely different. Can I find an underlying plot, the DNA? It's easy to do with other religions. It's simpler. There's one book, one teacher, and some variety in there within that. But in Hinduism, it's tremendously diverse. And he finds a beautiful way of explaining it. He says, it is this. Hinduism tells you you can have what you want. And it immediately brings smiles to your face. Really? But then it raises a very big question. The question you have raised, what is it that I want? What is it that I want? And we'll say, I bet I can tell you, Swami, just look at my Amazon shopping cart. I want all that. But really, do we? We have been trying our best all our lives to get what we want. And what we want keeps changing. The composition of the shopping cart changes from when we were toddlers, we wanted certain things. When we were little kids, when we were teenagers, young people, middle-aged people, older people, what we want, the composition of the shopping cart keeps changing. Which shows us we really don't know what we want. We think we want them, we get it, never really truly satisfied. And if we don't get it, frustrated. So these are the only two results of our attempts, frustration or dissatisfaction. I'm frustrated because I didn't get what I wanted. Or I'm dissatisfied, I got what I wanted, but it was not quite fulfilling. And I want new things now. So Hinduism says basically what we want. Would you want a helping hand? We said, yes, can you help me out? Like a consultant, life consultant. What do I want? And Hinduism says 4 things. You want 4 things. Not that you have to want them. You actually do want these 4 things. The first 3 are easily understood. One is pleasure. And that is under one head called kama. Pleasure. All sorts of pleasure. From the most gross to the most refined. Then there is artha. Artha means literally wealth, money, power, success, achievement in life, status. All that's what most people are after. Very few people are, once in a while you're partying, pleasure, but most of the time people are working, especially in this city that never sleeps. So this is artha and kama. And then there is dharma. We also want to be good people, moral people, leave our mark in the world, better ourselves and better everybody else. We do want it. At least in our own eyes. Even the worst of person in their own eyes tries to, that's the reason why we keep justifying ourselves. Because we want somebody to argue for I, me, mine. So we have an internal self, like court-appointed lawyer, internal self-appointed lawyer, explaining away whatever we are doing. So I want to be a good person, dharma, moral, ethical. These are the things everybody wants. And all of these, religion will help us on the basis of dharma. what is permissible, what is decent, moral in the sphere of pleasure seeking and wealth seeking. All of that, this is what is meant by being a good person, a decent person. But Hinduism says this is just the beginning. Hinduism says that you don't have to teach people to want wealth or pleasure. That's instinctive. What religion can do is draw a line around it, channel that instinctive urge into a decent moral person. Yes, pleasure. Yes, wealth and success, but not immorally, not in an indecent way, not unethically, within the bounds of dharma. But then Hinduism says the real thing is something that you don't know to ask for, which it calls moksha. Many words are there. Moksha, mukti, kaivalya, nirvana. Nirvana, by the way, is pre-Buddhistic. It's in Buddhism, that's the goal. But it's you find in Gita, you find in the Vedas, nirvana, Brahma Nirvanam, in second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So these are all words. This was the great project of the Indian civilization, not just Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, later Sikhism. The great project of the Indian civilization was there's an ultimate goal which we are all moving towards. And discovery of many, many different ways, many technologies, many ways of achieving that. And many examples throughout the ages, throughout the millennia, in every phase of Indian civilization, you have had many masters, many saints, men and women who have achieved that. And they have blazed a trail before us and they show us not one, not two, but multiple ways of achieving it. You see it's written there, truth is one, the sages call it variously. And this is like 4,000 to 5,000 years old. So that's what we want. This is the answer to your question. So the greatest question of all, existential question. What is it that I want? I want these things. And primarily, spirituality tells me I want that liberation, moksha, God realization. Because even if we achieve the other three, our lives will be a little better than what it was earlier. But it will not be the end. The cycle will keep on going. Vivekananda says you cannot run away from the machine. Learn to work the machine will set you free. Now, if I try to run away from life, that's the machine. It will drag me back, suck me back in again. And if I try to cheat and shortcut in life, not know how to work the machine, I don't have the manual. So, pleasure and wealth by hook and crook, I don't care. Then I'll ruin myself. The machine will crush me. They say you can't break these moral laws, you can only break yourself against these moral laws. The machine will crush me. Not totally. I'll still be there, miserable. Then I'll have to learn to put my life together again. Then I learn to work the machine. What is working the machine? Dharma, artha, kama. Pursue what I want in this world. If you think it's going to make you happy, if you think money is going to make you happy, if you think health and good relationships. See, all our positive psychologists, and they say, yes, that's what's going to make you happy. Good, try it. Try it. And it will make you a little happier than you were earlier, when you learn to work the machine. I'm glad there is positive psychology discipline today. So many wonderful things which are all anecdotal, which are all there in religion, not just in Vedanta or Hinduism. In every religion, these eternal truths are there. But now they are being restated in the language of positive psychology now. Resilience, service, what is that? Where you gratitude, where you help others, altruism. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Altruism, resilience, focus, very important in this day and age. So many essential things which are key components of a healthy psyche. Now they are being found out and restated in scientific terms. And it's one of the most popular subjects in college campuses. Courses on happiness, on resilience, human flourishing. Very good. So you are learning to work the machine. And then comes freedom from the machine. That is spirituality. That's where karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, jnana yoga, the core of every major religion is the spirituality. Long-winded answer.
Thank you.